counters. Okay, so we just did the offensive variation of it. We went for the single, and then we went for the big lift when it didn't work. We can do it just as easily as a counter. Like if somebody's trying to do, I've got him wrapped up, and he tries to do a Harai Goshi or an O Soto, okay? Same move. Okay, so boom, he gets that big over grip, okay? He hooks, right? Boom, okay? All I'm gonna do is catch there, okay? And hop in, boom. Okay? Now the important part with this is if he does this at normal speed, you better be hopping around him like an MFer, okay? Because if you don't, you're going for a ride. That was probably one of the hardest things I had to learn from Steve when I started competing. I loved uranagi and pickup so much that whenever somebody tried to get me in a Harai Goshi or an Uchimata, I just sat there and tried to, you know, juggle the guy. You have to bite on it immediately. If you want to do it as a counter, you better be doing it. Otherwise, you're going for a ride. So we're here real time, okay? Okay? Otherwise, I'm done. I'm over his leg, he's landing on me.
You've got to really be ready, guys, and this was, John and I first saw this back in the late 70s, early 80s with all the Soviets, then Soviets, now Russians, but that's when there was a Soviet Union. And the fighters would do, guys were scared, a lot of the people were scared to do Harai Goshi, O Soto Gari, crossbody action on the Soviets because of this very move here, okay? And once you get your hand around his hip, what we call tight waisting, and step in with that leg that he's attacked, you got him if you're the thrower. You got him. Show that again. Now what we want to emphasize at this point is when you step in with that right foot, step in deep, the one he's attacking.
Oh, this, yep. Okay. He steps across, he catches, catch.
See how deep it was in the big arch? That's really necessary. You've got to control that waist. And once you do, and I actually have seen guys, the thrower like Derrick is here, actually throw themselves up and over in the air, flip in the air and land on the guy because they needed to. Then both guys were way up in the air. So it's a very dynamic throw. And for a long time in the early years of judo, the judo referees didn't know who to give the point to. And that's why you've got to keep turning and land chest to chest or land belly down on him. So don't land on your back. You've got to turn on him. And I'm saying that not because if you compete in judo, that's fine. But what this is a real throw. In the Sambo, it's a 4-point throw. It's a biggie. It does it in the match like they don't have a pawn like that in this case. But in like an MMA or a real fight, you land on him hard. You want to turn and land in the air, or you land on him. So it's really important. Do not land on your back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you know, this flows right into our Shingitai philosophy of, you know, get the position, right? Control the position to get the submission. If I fall down on my back and just assume that he's going to go with me, you know, I don't have any control with what happens after that. It's a scramble. I want to end in a dominant position, as dominant as I can get. Okay?
Can you do it one more time before we look at this? Look at all the fine points in here. Aric's going to come across. Bam. It looks like he's just about ready to throw Derrick, and then Derrick spins and turns it out. Okay? Want to give it a try? All right, there you go. That is, by the way, if you, judo people, it's uranagi, rear throw, and in Sambo, we've always just called it the rear throw as well.
Yeah.